filter is off now, and you forgot to mute. You forgot to mute. You forgot to mute.
Hello and welcome to Forgot to Mute, improv for the 21st century. Our players have rested for 37 straight hours to prepare for tonight, so I hope you're all as ready as they are. This is Forgot to Mute, the improv for the 21st century, as I've just said, where we award points for good behavior and good improv. Not just from us, not just from me, but from you, the viewer. You tell us who you like. We don't really like to hear if you don't like us, so don't tell us that. But we're so glad you're here tonight, and we can't wait to do this show with you, for you. So let's bring out our players. All right. Who is ready to meet Ariel, Chris Meek, Derek, and Kait? All right, everybody, welcome.
Thank you.
Hello. Wow, it's so good to see everybody. Everyone's smiling. Everyone seems to be doing well this evening. Derek.
That's what I want it to look like.
Derek, since you kicked us off, I have a question for you to get to know you a little bit better. What is the gym, exercise, activity, or apparatus that scares you the most?
Well, I would probably have to go with pull-ups and supporting your own weight on your arms. I was very bad at that in gym as a kid. I remember the presidential fitness test was a traumatic and bruising experience for all of us, and I could not even just hold, let alone pull up. So I would just be worried about my hands slipping and me falling to the ground and hurting my boom boom.
So you couldn't do the 10-second hang either?
Could not, no.
Could not. Yes. Audience, we'd love to hear if there are others out there who have been permanently scarred by the George H.W. Bush presidential fitness program for elementary.
I don't know that I was weaker than the average boy, although I may have been, but I was definitely heavier than the average boy, so it was,
They expected so much from us physically.
Yeah.
The shuttle run.
Brutal.
Devastating.
Why didn't they call it the eraser run?
Yeah.
I mean, you picked up erasers. I just never understood why it's called the shuttle run.
We used beanbags.
Oh, okay. Well, so maybe that's why there wasn't a common object, so they just chose shuttle.
Whatever's lying around.
Mm-hmm.
Although if they wanted to capitalize on the, eraser mania that sprung up around the Arnold Schwarzenegger and I believe it was, who was that in there? Was it
Vanessa Williams?
Vanessa Williams. The whole nation was just wrapped up in eraser mania. Every kid had an eraser poster on their wall.
Which also spokesperson for the presidential fitness, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, I thought you were saying you were. Maggie. Didn't know.
No, absolutely not. I remember our gym teacher, when we had to do the mile run, telling us, if you taste blood, it's normal. And I said, I don't think so, Mister.
Why would you be tasting blood while you're running?
I don't know, but
So
apparently,
strange.
You're supposed to hold your tongue loosely between your teeth when you run, right? So it's just sort of like la 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 la.
yeah,
Yeah.
I have no idea, but it obviously was something that occurred enough for him to tell us that, we shouldn't be shocked.
So weird how those things stick with you. Like I remember my gym teacher telling us that our hands when we run should be so relaxed it should feel like we're like holding potato chips between our fingers.
Oh,
And I think about that every time I run.
Huh.
Which is never.
My gym teacher told me when we had to do the mile, he said, "You've only gone 3 times around and it's been 15 minutes. Do you want to finish?" Because I just straight up walked. I was like, I'm not running.
Yeah.
Oh man. Audience, again, we'd love to hear your presidential fitness stories. Did anyone in this group get anything other than the yellow participant badge?
I don't remember getting any badges.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, we had badges. We don't need no stinking badges. Kait,
Hi.
hey, welcome.
Thank you so much.
First off, I was unaware that there was, is it zero sugar ginger ale?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Sponsor it. Canada Dry sponsors this show.
I'm going to
Yes,
have to get me some of that.
It's good.
I
It's
miss it,
refreshing.
but there's too much in there for me. Okay, Kait, down to business.
Yes.
If Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson were here right now, what would you say to him?
I'd say, will you please pay off my student loans?
Oh. I bet he would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a nice guy.
I feel like
Seems
it.
Yeah.
I mean, first I would say hi. And then I would directly say after that, would you please pay off my student loans?
I would have thought you'd be asking questions about Emily Blunt.
Oh.
Are they
Yeah.
in a new movie together?
Yeah.
Yeah. I could do that. Oh, Jungle Cruise on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Premier access only.
Let's just take a quick detour. What do
Please.
we think about making entire movies based on a ride?
Well,
I
I
think-
mean, Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah.
they made a whole franchise out of it and was very popular for a while. So much so that they changed the ride, which they're doing now to Jungle Cruise too. So
And Jungle Cruise was originally sort of a ripoff of the African Queen to begin with.
Yep.
So,
And the African Queen was a movie, right?
yes, Humphrey Bogart and Katharine Hepburn.
Yeah, when I saw the beginning of the Jungle Cruise trailer, I was like, oh, are they remaking African Queen? And yeah, I've never been to Disney World, so I didn't even know it was a ride.
I know someone who could help you out with that.
I actually do as well. And he's on this screen
I'm
right
going to Disney
now.
World tomorrow.
Whoa.
I'm on a plane at 5:50 a.m. tomorrow.
Holy moly.
Go to Epcot.
At 5:50 a.m.?
Well, I get on a plane. We'll be there about 8.
Oh,
It's exciting.
that's exciting.
Thank you. I'm gonna
Well,
go.
let's stay up too late tonight.
Wow. At what point do I just say I'm not going to sleep and just pull an all-nighter and then all day at Disney?
It's just that doesn't.
Hmm.
That appeals to a very particular person. Yes. Well, while we're talking to you, Chris Meek,
Oh.
which Summer Olympic event do you think is the most doable? Like, you could maybe do it. You could maybe be in the Olympics for that event.
So this is funny because I watched it sheerly today because I said I could probably do that, and then I watched it and I was like, no, I can't. And that was the walking. So there's the competitive walking, and I was like, surely I could walk. And those guys walked 50 kilometers today, and it's very precise. If you look at them from the front, it looks like they're running, But if you look from their side, like they always have one foot on the ground, and there are judges throughout their course that they're walking that making sure that they are not lifting both feet off the ground and go into a run. And if they do, they hold up a yellow paddle and it gives them a warning. And if they do it 3 times, they have to have a 5-minute penalty. So I thought that would have been it, but it is not, because like there's no way I could keep my own with those guys or gals, because they had both. But this apparently is the last year for it. So
They're not going to keep the walking?
no, I don't know why, but
The IOC is just.
That's the last straw.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I am done with them now. Ugh.
I don't even know what to say. I mean, I just found out it was an Olympic sport and now they're taking it away.
I know. Can't believe it.
Oh man. Folks, if you have any strong opinions about the Olympics that are funny, we could go a lot of ways with it, I guess. But we'd love to hear what you think is an Olympic event that you could maybe do. Does anyone else feel like they could maybe make the Olympics for something?
Curling, maybe, but I also feel like that involves a lot of squatting, and I'm not good at squatting.
No. My
I
knees
think it'd be hard just to stand on the ice for a long period of time without falling. So
Oh, I could last 3 seconds. And I think that's generous.
Yeah. We sat here the other night and thought maybe badminton. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, no way. No way. The reaction time you have to have is out. Yeah.
Today I saw a video from the 2004 Olympics where Mary Carrillo was talking about badminton, and eventually she just sort of goes off on a rant about how her children get sports implements lodged in the tree, and then all the neighborhood children come over and lodge more sports implements in the tree. But at first she was talking about the equipment that professional badminton players use, and the shuttlecock, the feathers are actually real goose feathers, and they're all taken from the left side of the goose so that they're all angled in the same direction.
Wow.
Yeah.
why didn't they use a shuttlecock for the shuttle run?
I don't know.
Maybe they did originally. That's where the name came from.
You know, if I could go back in time, that's what I would go back to figure out.
Mhm.
The important things.
Yeah.
This is the byproduct of America's public schools. Sad state of affairs. Ariel, good evening.
Hello.
What's the most likely reason that you would get fired from a job?
Ooh. I do a lot, especially now that I work from home, I do a lot of multitasking. And I do my day job and I also freelance. And sometimes those lines blur. And I think if I was truly honest with my work about how often during the day I'm actually working on getting paid by someone else, they might not like me.
I sure hope that your employer is not watching.
Yeah, me too. I get all my work done though. Like, I'm a good employee. I just manage my own time, and
Yeah. That's the new reality though.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's not your fault you're so efficient.
thank you, Kate.
You know, I assume it would be, you know, hanging out in the bathroom stall for multiple hours during the workday.
Yeah.
That's what
When I ran into an office, I did stuff like that, like take really long lunches, or yeah, I would we had a gym in the building, and so I would just disappear and go to the gym and take a shower afterward and just take my time.
Why not? It's there.
Why not?
Yeah. Well, again, I wish you luck in This was not meant to set you up to get fired, so I hope it doesn't. Now, our faithful viewers, you might recognize that Heartthrob Michael is not joining us for tonight's show, but we are so lucky to have Chris with us tonight in his stead. Apparently it's just too hard to do a Zoom call at 4 a.m. and do improv from Europe while you're taking baths and tzatziki sauce and shoveling baklava in your face day and night. But we all have different levels of dedication to the art, and this team here, we will jump on day and night for improv. So let's get started. Our first game tonight is number of words with all four of our players, Ariel, Chris, Meek, Derek, and Kait. But before we start, audience, we're gonna need you to get some action in that chat feature of this show so that we can get some suggestions from you. Because if we don't get suggestions, then we're just gonna have to turn the channel to something else, probably Legend of Zelda. But what I need from you is a suggestion of something that you associate with baking. A place, an idea, a concept, a physical object, something that you associate with baking. So while you're thinking about that and while you're going to type in that chat box, I'm going to explain how this game will work. Our players are going to act out a scene based on your suggestion, but they can only say a certain number of words per sentence. So if they don't follow the rules, then they don't get any points. All right? Now, Ariel, you must use exactly 6 words in your sentence, but your sentence must also be a question.
Got it.
Chris Meek, you must use 3 words in your sentence, and you must use either beef or board as one of the 3 words. You pick either beef or board. Let's see here. Derek, you can use either a 1-word sentence or a 7-word sentence. However, if you use the 7-word sentence, then you must include the phrase "at any rate." And Kait, you can use no more than 5 words in your sentence.
Okay.
A maximum of 5 words. Okay, it looks like we do have a suggestion here. Our suggestion, thank you to Rose Verakun, for your suggestion of Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is the suggestion. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Take it away.
Whoa.
Does anyone think this waterfall sucks?
I'm just bored.
Want to go home.
I love water falling at any rate.
Can
I love beef.
Can I borrow someone's raincoat, please?
Oh, here's one right here.
Did you wash this before coming?
I no.
Smells like beef.
Is it okay that we talk?
Yeah,
It's kind of crowded here, right?
kinda.
All aboard?
All right, here we go now.
Should I have gone to the bathroom?
What did she say, Dad?
P.
Is it obvious that I peed myself?
Yeah, I noticed a while.
At any rate, we'll all wet soon.
Is that a wedding happening there?
I smell something good.
Well, it smells like beef.
That's it. It's beef. Yeah.
Do you just really want some beef?
I'm just bored.
Ask.
Wait a minute. I'm ready.
Ready for beef?
Beef and boards, really, though.
And that is number of words. The beef and the boards. Beef and boards right there at Niagara Falls, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna give I think it's Rossif Eraccoon.
I think it's Rose the raccoon.
So Rossif I'm gonna give 50 points for that suggestion of Niagara Falls.
It was good.
And I'm going to give each of you 10 points. I don't know if we really counted correctly with sometimes on our words, but again, as they say, who's counting? It's not me.
You're talking to someone who took geometry twice in high school.
That's supposed to be the easy one.
Oh man. Okay. Who's ready for another game? I know I am. Let's do it. We're going to play a game called Principal's Office. And this is going to include Kait, Ariel, and Chris Meek. Kait, I am going to ask you to mute so that you cannot hear us. And now we are going to get some suggestions from our audience. So give you an idea of what we got going on here. Kate's going to be sent to the principal's office because she did something, but she is not singing. So we're going to have to shake it out of her. What are we shaking out of her? What she did, who she did it with, and where she did it. So that's what we need from you all. We need some suggestions of what she may have done. Doesn't have to be something like a crime or anything. It could be like, wash the sofa. Something that she did, where she did it, and who she did it with. So think about some things that could potentially be some suggestions and put them in the comments for us. Ariel and Chris Meek are going to be our principal, vice principal combo that are going to shake her down and get the information from her. So let's see. Waiting on a couple of suggestions. So, while we're waiting, Derek, is there something that you would like to see Kait do as a crime? Not a crime, but a bad thing that she got in trouble for.
Sure. She was sneaking into the school cafeteria and making all the lunches herself.
Ooh, that is very bad of her. Yeah. All right. So there we go. We got what she did. Where did she do this? I think I'm going to throw one out there. I'm going to say the Canadian side of Niagara Falls. I know we had Niagara Falls as a suggestion, but I kind of think it could throw her for a loop if we say the Canadian side of it. And Ariel, who did she do this with?
Let's say she did this with Christina Applegate.
Applegate. Yes. Okay. So to recap, we made all the school lunches in or at the Canadian side of Niagara Falls with Christina Applegate.
Yeah.
Players, are we ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Kait? Are you ready, Kait?
Hello?
Yes. All right. Take it away.
What?
Young lady, come into my office and have a seat, please. You are in some hot water. Or should I say hot chocolate milk?
Huh? Speak plain.
All right, take that net out of your hair and look at me.
I'm looking.
You are in big trouble, young lady. I'm so mad. I can't even tell. Assistant Principal Jenkins, you gotta help me with this.
Principal Anderson, I was just reviewing the file here and the photo evidence that we have of what's been going on. And Jenna, I'm very disappointed. That's all I have to say.
I was trying to help.
Well, I realize that, but we actually hire people and we pay them to do this work.
Not
You
enough.
are here
Not
to-
enough. Rhonda didn't have enough PTO to go to her best friend's what are they called? Dogs? She didn't have enough PTO left to go to her best friend's dog's wake. And so I covered.
You know, our policies on PTO use and bereavement time aren't a concern of yours because you're a student.
You're a
You
student.
don't need to worry about what goes on with. I'm sorry, Principal Anderson. Go ahead.
No, that's exactly right, Vice Principal Jenkins. You're a student, and it's if one of our staffers is on PTO, it's okay. The nuggets aren't going to go anywhere.
You know what? It is perfectly legal for me to moonlight as a cafeteria worker.
We need you to focus on your studies and quit messing around. And we know exactly where you did it too.
Yeah, because you didn't just do it at our school here in Buffalo.
No, you did it across over to our great neighbor's side.
Yeah, I went to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you.
It's right there.
Oh, but you took a ferry.
I did.
You had to have.
I did. Yeah, I rode. I also did it on a riverboat to Toronto.
You did it there too?
Yeah. Shit.
No.
Didn't mean to admit that one.
We know you did this somewhere that would feel very familiar to you within the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, you probably
Oh,
made those lunches in the mist.
yeah,
True.
at Niagara Falls.
Right.
Going over the falls.
Across the border.
Across the, yeah, I did go across the border to Canada.
And little Miss Johnny Appleseed with your partner in crime.
Yeah.
I'm
Look,
sorry, did you
I've got
say Little
kids.
Miss Johnny Appleseed?
I've got kids. Principal Anderson has kids. We're married with children, not to reach to other people, and we understand how kids operate.
Yeah. And you're in so much trouble, you're dead to me.
That's right.
Okay, I think I see where you're going with this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Did you have something
I
you'd like
know
to
what
tell
you're
mom?
sorry?
Do you have something you'd like to tell your mom? Because I can dial her up right now.
Hear you.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing is, nobody thought it was actually her. They thought it was Kristen Bell.
No.
But it was really Christina Applegate the whole time.
That is.
Okay, I admit it. I
it.
pretended to be a lunch lady crossing the border to Canada with Christina Applegate.
That's close enough.
And that's the principal's office. Oh yeah.
Kate?
We're gonna give 100 points to the hat.
Pat did all the work.
Oh yeah, Snoopy. Oh, guys, I'm so worried that Snoopy's gonna be lost to this next generation.
We won't let it happen. Let's
go.
make a blood pact.
Yeah, what'd I do? 50 points to the hat? What did I just do?
Sounds
100.
good.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
don't forget to watch Snoopy Goes to Space or whatever the hell it's called on Apple Plus.
Oh.
I didn't even know that was that was there.
Oh, if you're so worried about Snoopy preservation, maybe you should be watching.
Are you even a card-carrying member of the Snoopy Preservation Society?
It's called MetLife. All right, let's give 500 points to Snoopy just to try to keep his spirits up. He's in a mood. And 10 points for everybody else. All right. Thanks everybody for thanks to the players for some amazing suggestions on that. We're gonna need to switch to one of my favorite games, picture reveal. For this game, I'm gonna need Derek, Ariel, and Kait. And audience, let's hear from you. Something that scared you as a child. Put it in the comments section for us to use as a suggestion while I explain what exactly is picture reveal. As you can see, Derek is getting in extremely close to his screen right now. That's because he is going to slowly back away and reveal a picture during this scene with Ariel and Kait. And while he is doing that, Ariel and Kait are going to have to just respond and react to the unfolding of the picture reveal. It looks like our Ro, Seth, Era, who it suggested David Bowie in Labyrinth. That was super scary. So that's your suggestion, David Bowie in Labyrinth. Players, are we ready? Derek, you have your good.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, take it away.
Ooh, oh man.
Thank you for taking that off my hands. I was gonna drop it.
Oh,
I was just gonna say my hands are so worn out.
well, I got the baby now, so.
Okay, well, that's good. She's
What happened to your hands are worn out?
Mine?
No. Sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla said that her hands were worn out.
Mine. I've just been puppeting too much.
Oh.
I've been puppeteering too much, and all the blood's drained from my hands to my torso, and my hands are all tingly. People forget that this is an endurance sport.
Really?
Yeah.
Puppeteers are some of the most shredded people I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Have you seen Kevin Clash's shoulders?
No.
He looks like a rower.
Yeah.
Hot.
Yeah.
Hey, careful, make sure you're supporting the head on that baby.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's kind of like puppeteering. You always got to make sure that the head is supported and upright.
I'm unclear as to whether or not this baby is a puppet or not.
No,
Well, that's for us to know and you to find out.
No, we're not going to find out. That is my child.
Okay, that's no fun.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Be careful behind you there.
Oh, my shower curtain?
Yeah.
What do we got going on? Why are we all in your bathroom, Steve?
I don't. I mean, the baby spit up on my chest, so I came in here to wipe it off real quick.
I guess I was just mid conversation and just kind of followed you in here.
Yeah, same
It's
here.
kind of
I
natural.
do that. Autopilot.
There's just something really magnetic about you, you know?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And that's
love
coming from me, Jim Henson.
Right.
Thank you, Jim.
Listen,
Oh,
Matt.
it's so good to know you'll always be here.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. I think I saw that guy in Times Square on New Year's Eve 1999.
Yeah.
He was yelling about Y2K, Y2K.
Yeah. This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's beautiful. That's a wonderful piece. Is that your favorite artist?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Okay. Who's
And that artist is.
Francisco Goya.
Ah.
Yeah. And that's my shower curtain. I got it from Redbubble.
Oh,
Red Bubble.
Mhm.
well, that's
Interesting.
nice. Listen, I'm gonna take my baby back now.
There you go.
Oh, my hands are still tingling.
Oh,
Oh, I got it. Oh, wait, I'm a ghost.
oh no.
That is picture reveal.
Next time I volunteer to do picture reveal, remind me to check how my skin looks before before I get 2 inches away from a camera.
I know it is not a pleasant experience to see yourself in that way. Is the baby okay? We'll never.
Well, I don't know. It was about this big when I was holding it, so.
It turned into a Muppet.
We're gonna do 50 points to the ghost of Jim Henson.
How about my main man, Francisco Goya?
Well, all right. We'll throw some points toward Goya. How about what? 25?
Sure. I mean, like, I'm sure back in the 1500s, 25 points could have bought you a mansion, so.
Perfect. That's what he needs. So, yeah, I'm in. All right, and I'm gonna give another 100 points to Rose. I don't know if I'm gonna get it tonight. Rose
Theracon?
Rose Theracon.
Rose Theracon. Yeah, there's another. We're gonna give another 100 points to Rose Theracon. All right. In the words of David Byrne, you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? We got here because of our sponsor, the Trident Network. Trident provides 1 to 3 times the digital entertainment with videos, podcasts, live shows, just like this one. Trident aims to make it easier for people like us to connect with people like you. Rose Theracon. Trident Network provides live improv every Thursday right here on Twitch. So please subscribe to this Twitch channel and stay up to date on all these happenings. And now we are going to take a moment to share with you some content from another Trident Network affiliate, Role Models. So please enjoy. All right. If any of our friends from Role Models are watching tonight, thank you for sharing such funny stuff with your friends over here at Forgot to Mute. We really appreciate it. You can see more videos from Role Models and other Trident Network affiliates by going to the website, thetridentnetwork.com, or by following Trident right here on Twitch or on YouTube or other social media platforms. Now let's get back to business, as they like to say, with some more improv, which is our, Rosseth really likes that, well, she said, or he said, or they said. We don't know, because I don't know who this is. Let's get back to business. Like I said, our next game is called 1 to 4, 4 to 1, with Ariel, me, Derek, and Kait. I think that's my order. Ariel, Derek, me, and Kait. Okay, before I explain how this game works, I'm going to need a suggestion of something that's in the trunk of your car right now. Something in the trunk of your car right now. So this game is going to start with Ariel alone doing a one-person scene. And then another player is going to arrive and start a new two-person scene. And then the third will come in starting a new three-person scene. And then our last player will come in starting a new four-player scene. So, and then they will slowly back out of those scenes, ending with Ariel doing her one-person scene. All right. Our suggestion from Sparkling Tiger 22 is umbrella. Umbrella. All right. Players, are you ready?
Ready?
Ready.
Go away, Ariel.
Oh, man. Of course it's starting to rain. The worst day. When is this bus getting here? Oh my gosh. Okay, thanks a lot, car. Fully splashed me. God, look at me, I'm a mess. I knew this was going to be a bad day. You know what? I woke up and I said, I have a feeling I shouldn't leave the house today. I shouldn't get out of bed because it's only going to be downhill from here. And it was.
Oh boy, you ready to go sledding?
Yeah, buddy, I got my snow pants on.
Cool.
I got my gloves. I got my thermal undies.
I gotta tell you something. My dad got mad at me over the weekend, and he said that I couldn't have my sled back for a month, and he put it up in the attic, and I don't know how to get into the attic, so we're gonna have to figure something else out.
All right, buddy. Don't you worry about it. I brought mine. It's big enough for 2 butts on here, all right?
Okay, if you feel comfortable getting that close to me, sure.
Are you going to get in trouble if your dad catches us?
You guys, we've been living here for 4 years. 4 years. And every time I come home, I look at this window and I realize that's not a window to my room. I just peeked my head into the attic. There's another room.
What?
Please tell me there's nobody in there.
I don't know. I just peeked
Oh.
up. We could go down. I didn't want to go by myself.
No, I don't want to hide her in the house
we
situation.
Okay, we need to go, and we're going to do this together.
Yeah.
All right, children, never fret. Mary Poppins must leave.
No, Mary, no.
Sing us a
We love
song
you
before
ever so
go.
much.
One more song before you go, Mary.
All
Yes,
right.
Mary, sing us a song.
All right, I shall. Little Peter, you haven't said much at all.
I'm real sad. I don't want you to leave, Mary Poppins.
Well, that's because you're a silly little American boy and everybody else here is British. And because of that, I must go.
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
No.
it's dusty. It is dusty in here.
Oh.
Spiders and ants. Look,
Okay. There's something in the corner. There's someone in the corner.
Oh.
oh,
It's one of
It's-
those blow up clown things with the
It's-
water in the base that you punch.
all right. I'll take this. This can be fun later. We'll empty out the old water. We'll put new water in it.
I think the
we'll have
water's
it
fine.
after.
Yeah, you take that down. I'm gonna see what's behind this trick door.
Oh, wow. I think we slid it into Narnia.
Wow. You know what sounds really good all of a sudden?
Sweet.
Turkish delight.
Swedish meatballs.
Turkish delight. Oh, okay. Yeah. Also
Yeah,
Swedish
sorry.
meatballs.
I was just getting some sort of European vibe.
I think we wait a second. Yeah, we sledded straight into IKEA.
Oh, I recognize Billy the bookcase over there. Hi, Billy. Hi.
Yeah, that's okay. At least your dad can't find you here.
Oh, I'm not mad about. I mean, he's all bark and no bite.
Oh, he took your sled. That's a big bite to me.
Yeah, but he's never hit me or anything.
Well, that's good. I didn't think he... Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Jeez, Peter.
I just.
Are
I
you
just
okay,
know. I
Peter?
just know that it could always be worse.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. I think that's the bare minimum as a kid. You can expect your parents to not hit you. I think.
Hey, I'm gonna go get some lingonberry jam. Okay, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, if you ever need to sleep over, you can. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Oh, right. Wait a second. The clouds are clearing. The bus is here. Oh, is this a text from my boss saying I'm not fired after all? This day's turning around.
And that's 1 to 4, 4 to 1. Masterfully done. I am very, very worried about some of the children in the.
I think he made it very clear that all the punishments he's ever experienced were completely appropriate. Well within his father's rights.
Oh my goodness, that just sounds like something that that would result from an abusive relationship. But yeah,
You just got to keep track of what kids watch, you know?
it's all the video games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what it is. That's what's doing it. I'm giving each of you 25 points because I feel like that went
All of
really
us?
well. Yeah. Each what I say? Each of us?
No, I was even me.
Even you.
Okay.
Yes.
Especially.
All right.
I feel like we need to give you a little extra love. Maybe.
you can have my points, Derek.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Oh, everybody. You know what?
What, Maggie?
It's that time of the evening. We've reached it. It's our final game.
Oh,
It's our signature game. It's called Forgot to Mute.
Woo!
Thank you. Yes. Yes, we're excited for it. We're hoping you're just about as excited as we are. Chris Meek, have you ever been in a real life situation where you forgot to mute?
Yeah, I'm on calls all the time through work, through Microsoft Teams or Zoom, and neither one are sponsors of this show, by the way. I don't know why I said both of their proper names, but yeah, it happens all the time where either I do or someone at work does.
Boy,
Unfortunate.
it feels so normal to you then.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that Skype and Google Hangout are also valid options.
Good call.
Duo.
I believe there's a Cisco program as well. It's
Probably, yeah.
but,
No, but
again, none of which are sponsors. But I guess we're always looking.
Yeah.
You know. Okay, so yeah, Chris Meek has been in lots of forgot to mute situations, but you know what? We find them to be very funny and not commonplace. So we're gonna play a game about them. What we need from you in the audience is a suggestion of a subject of a business meeting. What is the reason that our players are meeting in this virtual setting? Please provide us, Sparkling Tiger 22 and Rusev Raccoon is they're battling it out, I think, here. Long lunch, ran out of supplies, ran out of Post-its specifically. So, which one do I go with? Whose suggestion do I go with here? This is
Many.
tough. What about?
I feel like we've given a lot of love to Russ Theracon, and I feel like Sparkling Tiger might be feeling a little bit
You're right. I think you're right.
left out. Yeah.
Ran out of Post-its.
Okay.
Is the suggestion. We're gonna have a business meeting. Chris Meek is gonna be in that meeting, and he's gonna forget to mute. And again, we're gonna enjoy every second of it. So, players, are we ready?
Ready.
Ready?
Ready.
All right, take it away.
All right, folks. This is going to be real quick, but I'm pretty confused because we are all still working remotely, and yet somehow when I turned up this morning, all of the Post-it notes in my apartment were gone. And I know I have not done anything with them, and I can see Post-it notes in all of your Zoom frames, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'll say I just use I'll make a note here and there, and I put them up. But I mean, I don't feel like I have an excessive amount that should be taking away from anybody else. So I apologize if I'm using.
I'm just confused. If we're not sharing a physical space, how are my supplies going missing, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, I feel like I use the normal amount. I was gonna write this down, but I can't seem to find a blank one.
I have a couple extras here that. Sorry. My chef needs me for a second. I'll be right back.
Must
Yeah.
be nice.
Okay. Well, it's
Go ahead.
2.25 cups of all-purpose flour.
Hey,
Right.
Jane, I think you forgot to go on mute.
Okay. Here's the problem. You're allergic to gluten, and you told me to throw out all the flour, so I threw out all the flour.
Like even the almond flour and the coconut flour.
I think you're.
Yeah.
We still hear you, Pete.
We can hear you.
Okay.
I
what
just know
was the-
flour has gluten in it, so I just threw out everything that had the word flour in it. Even the vases.
I mean, I knew
great.
Pete took long bathroom breaks, but I had no idea.
That seems like an Amelia Bedelia level of
Yeah.
on,
Whoopsie daisies.
I'm sorry, I've just never done this before.
It's okay. That's why I hired you. I wanted someone new and energetic. Look, just substitute the flour with extra baking soda.
You're really gonna hate me right now. You told me that you saw a commercial about a class action lawsuit against Johnson & Johnson's baby powder. So I threw out everything with the word powder in it. And I'm just realizing now how silly that sounds.
and I think he asked for baking soda, so I'm not sure.
Which is great. So we should still have plenty of baking soda in there because I buy that.
Herein lies the issue with that. You told me you wanted to stop drinking soda. So I threw out all the soda, and then I mixed the baking soda with soda to make it liquid and then poured it out.
Here's the thing, I write Pete's paychecks. I don't know how he's affording a personal chef.
Well,
And the thing is, I'm so glad you're letting me sleep here.
Oh.
You know?
No, I felt bad. I mean, I figured I pay you a little bit here, let you get on your feet a little bit, make me some delicious Nestle Toll House cookies, but
that sounds fine.
Yeah,
Pete,
well,
you're still off mute, Pete.
We can improvise. Just there should be sugar
you
left.
told me
right?
you didn't want to eat any more potato chips, so I threw out everything with the word chips in it,
He is
including the
amazing.
chocolate chips.
All right. Just
I hope he's
yeah. Okay.
got
Well,
DVDs of the TV show Chips. I know
I've got
how much he loves that
a brick of just raw cookie dough in the freezer. Just go ahead and get that out. You can cut it off, and the instructions are on there. And we need these cookies tonight.
Yeah, he
No
buys it in bricks
can
like
do,
heroin.
sirree, Bob.
You know, you really
I'm
don't know
so
a coworker until
sorry.
you see them interacting
But
with someone.
herein lies the issue, is that you told me to throw away any unused raw meat, so I just threw away anything that could possibly be raw. So actually, I threw away absolutely everything except a tiny little can of Vienna sausages. And that's what's for lunch, baby.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna have to think about this. Let me. I have a very important meeting about non-food related things. So let me get back here.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go borrow the RV again.
Okay. Thanks. Hey guys. Sorry about that. Just talking through some things.
Hey! I think I left the keys on your desk.
Oh, yep. Here they are. Just bring them back when you're done with it.
All right, I'll come back in 3 weeks.
And we didn't hear anything while you were gone.
I think I found the Post-it notes under my chair.
Oh, there you have it.
Happens
Yeah.
all the time.
And that is Forgot to Mute. Oh, man. Wish those cookies got made, but there's nothing left. Nothing left. Poor Chris Meek. Didn't get... Where did your personal chef drive off to?
Let's ask.
For some reason, I got the vibe it was going to be Arizona or Nevada, one of those places.
Pigeon Forge,
Mhm.
KOA.
A Four Corners state.
Yes, for sure. I'm going to give 500 points, Sparkling Tiger 22, and I'm going to give 500 points to Rose the Raccoon.
I think it's
Get
Rossett.
Rossett?
Yeah.
So we have a tie tonight for our winners. Rose the Raccoon and Sparkling Tiger 22 are our winners tonight. Congratulations. Amazing work tonight, folks. Audience, just think, you could be a winner. Just like Sparkling Tiger 22 and Rose the Raccoon. Thanks everybody for joining us. We had a great time. I did. I shouldn't speak for everyone. Thank you to Ariel, Kait, Derek, and Chris Meek for their amazing improv tonight. And we will be back in 2 weeks right here on Twitch with the Trident Network. Everybody, have a good night. Goodbye.